Greetings and Godspeed, groggy globetrotters. Pray, let us partake in a prattling procession to the peculiar province of Mythalel's makings, where the fanciful is familiar, yet the frequent foibles of fairies have grown frightfully fatuous. Brace thyself, good sirs and madams, for an escapade extraordinary, where unicorns flirt flamboyantly with a flurry of fervour, and the fine line twixt tangible truth and tantalizing tales treads a treacherously thin thread. 'Twas but a fine day when Mythalel, in a frolicsome fit, misplaced a mystic map into a magic mirror, and by Merlin's beard this whimsical world was wrought. A dimension, dare I declare, in a daydream, its existence an egregious error. Yet here we tarriest, teetering twixt truth and trickery, reality riddled with riddles, reeling neath a roof that ripples and rings with the raucous roars of rampant reverie. But hark, hath our tale been but the idle fancies of a fevered brain? Aye, 'twas all but a dream, a figment of a tired wanderer's imagination. Forsooth, the extraordinary was but an ordinary daydream, which in itself is rather extraordinary. Wouldn't thou agree? Now lend me thine ears, good sirs and madams, and listen well. Just as our weary wanderer started to regain his bearings, his foot did meet a lottery ticket, and down he tumbled, head over heels. But this was no ordinary lottery ticket, for it bore the mark of the grocery store. That's ridiculous. We need a cabbage rebellion, dare I say. So here we leave our hero tumbling over a tiny ticket, waiting for the spark that would ignite the cabbage rebellion. Pray, what happens next? Well, that, dear friends, is a tale for another time. Our tale doth unfurl with Casper, a visionary of vim and vigour, a chrome-clad gallant gallivanting across the cobblestones, and Shaniqua, the serene enchantress of sea-summoning sorcery, embarking on an odyssey to a wickedly wild and wondrously whimsical land. Here they frolic amidst fantastical fancies, foretold by our fortune-seeing friends. Their quest, to procure the fabled and mystic lottery ticket, an item of eccentricity and caprice that promises riches exceeding the bounds of reason, making a miser's hoard resemble mere tuppence. 'Tis a pledge of prosperity so vast, it provokes mirth at its very preposterousness and lavish offering. Alongside our stalwarts ventures Orange Slice, Shaniqua's steadfast dinosaur ally, whose gaze is piercing as a blade's tip, and whose heart aflame with the same fury that breathes life into an ancient volcano. Our journey reaches an unforeseen denouement as they find themselves in front of a Denny's. "Gadzooks!" Casper exclaims. "I suggest we rest here for nourishment and perchance a stroke of luck." With a roguish sparkle in his eye and a smirk playing on his face, he adds, "Mayhaps they have pixie dust amidst their parking lot wares." However, in a twist of irony that would make even the gods chuckle, the coveted lottery ticket turns out to be naught but a humble coupon for the local grocery store. "Art thou jesting?" Casper bellows, holding the magic ticket aloft. "A coupon for cabbage and carrots instead of golden gems?" Before our heroes can recover from this comedic blow, a squirrel, with a gleam of revolution in its eyes, scurries forth, snatching the coupon from Casper's hand. The thief chitters a defiant battle cry that echoes in the air. "Join the cabbage rebellion!" The scene thus ends, leaving our heroes and us in suspense of what's to unfold next. Hark, in yon gloomy gloom and malevolent mirth, we thus meet our miscreants. Pops, the ghastly green goblin with a gruesome gusto for garnishing gardens with grotesque graffiti. Rimjob, the snitching slimeball with a scandalous and shifty side, whose spurious scams spoil sundry soirees. And Tut, the mummy, moody and mean, with a manner more malicious than a maelstrom of millennium-old malice. Their deeds, dastardly and dire, doth drip with disdain, and draw disapproving disgruntlement. Forsooth, these foul fiends, fraught with failings and full of frothy foolishness, find fun in fomenting fear and furnishing foulness. Their intents, as inscrutable as the impenetrable pools of the piteous peat bogs. Lo and behold, here we find ourselves in the pulsating epicenter of the Denny's parking lot, a bizarre crossroads where the humdrum doth dance a lively jig with the mystic, a peculiar pull of strangeness, cradling a spectrum of flamboyant characters. Our dastardly villains, Pops, Rimjob, and yonder other fellow, do ignite a conflict with our gallant heroes Casper and Shaniqua. But hold thy horses, for emerging from the shadowy depths of the faintly illuminated environment, Unexpected comrades unmask themselves. The Pirate King, a Sasquatch savant eternally in pursuit of his elusive treasure map. A mystic parchment once reflected in a hallowed-looking glass. Uncle Bud, the urban mage with his mechanical hound Mauricio. Starshine, the heavenly levitating unicorn. And Kilgore, the articulate dragon gourmand, reciting prose that the bard himself would breakdance to. Thou asketh, what, huh? What lureth them to a Denny's marquee in the parking lot? Well, where else could one chance upon such a captivating brew of the commonplace and the extraordinary, the known and the alien? Welcome, dear friends, to the Denny's of Mythalel's dimension, where pancakes doth overflow, and patrons are a motley crew. Now, for a wee plot twist that would leave even Shakespeare in stitches. This Denny's marquee sign in the parking lot, you see, is no ordinary slab of concrete. Nay, it happens to be a magical portal, a gateway to realms unknown, an enchanted car park with a magical flashing sign. But before thou canst say flapjacks, a cliffhanger doth present itself. Out of the blue, a pile of grocery store lottery tickets is discovered, a harbinger of the impending cabbage rebellion. What on earth could this mean? So keep thine arse planted, fasten thy seatbelts, and prepare to immerse thy senses in the extraordinary showdown that's about to unfold. Can our heroes and their eclectic band of allies ward off the impending cabbage rebellion? Find out in our next chapter, same Denny's, same dimension. Vex thy view with a vision of Casper, ever valiant and audacious. Dost thou recall our mention of the flickering neon marquee lights? Of course thou dost not, for we have nearly neglected to mention yon neon dimensional portal lights. They flicker freakishly fast, but in nights before they weren't always such. In days of yore they made Denny's car park shine brighter than a lighthouse under darkened heavens. Yet in sailed our dauntless Casper into a tempest with Pops, the loathsome emerald goblin. On a night of doom and chance, Pops was in a black humour, having been caught passing out grocery store lottery tickets. Casper, with his rib-tickling tomfoolery, endeavoured to raise his spirits. Those lottery tickets are a sham, man, what folly! Pops, notorious for his quick ire, misconstrued his jests as jibes. Blind with wrath, he hurled a potion towards our protagonist, a brew destined to transmogrify him into an amphibian. Yet our spry Casper, blessed with cat-like reflexes, deftly evaded the potion. And with a move so subtle and graceful, a dance step so potent and cunning, he boomeranged the potion back towards Pops. But oh, the cruel irony. His aim was wide, and the curse hit our Denny's sign, causing it to flicker and fray, and it's been a time portal since that very day. Hence, dear spectators, you bear witness to how Casper's disco dance step potion kick caused havoc on yonder Denny's marquee. Yet hold thy horses, for our tale hath just begun to twist. Stay with us, as mysteriously a pile of grocery store lottery tickets and a note to Pops, Rimjob and Tut are unearthed from the rubble, hinting at a cabbage rebellion. And sadly the strumming guitars of Swan's Crossings are not so silently waiting for their turn. So let us shift our sights so they can be quiet. But ere we proceed, a brief interlude from our patron, Swan's Crossings Enchanted Guitars. Forged from the age-old timbers of whispering willows and laced with the gilded strands of a sun sprite's locks, these guitars present a tune so harmonious it could pacify even the most ferocious of beasts, or so 'tis told. But brace thyself, good soul, for here cometh the twist in our tale. These enchanted guitars have been traded to our villains Pops and Rimjob. Mythalel was tricked into trading his enchanted guitars for a pile of grocery store lottery tickets. Egads! I'm shocked. The gross green goblin Pops hath played us all for fools. Oh, the scandal, the mirth. Yet, as we chuckle, a glint catches the eye. 'Tis a forsaken guitar string on yonder floor. Art thou ready for the impending cabbage rebellion? Stay tuned in or find out. We are in a truly ticklish tight spot, as the plot propels Mauricio, our mechanical mutt, towards a farcical frolic with Rimjob. With his cyborg senses all aflutter, he commences a legly liaison. "Forsooth!" Mauricio exclaims, his mechanical parts buzzing with peculiar pleasure. "Thy leg doth resemble a ravishing lamppost." With a jestful jangle and a thump of his metallic tail, Mauricio, the cyborg cur, launches into a leg-humping rhythm that would make even the most melodious minstrels blush. "What in the witch's warts?" hollers Rimjob, hopping around as if he's a chicken on a flaming frying pan. "This blasted bionic beast doth mount my leg with a zeal unseen." Amidst the pressing predicament, our heroes are unable to stifle their boisterous laughter. The parking lot, erstwhile a battleground, now reverberates with raucous revelry, the guffaws echoing off its cemented corners. The unexpected hilarity at Mauricio's mechanical mating maneuver amidst the melee adds a comedic chapter to the chronicle of extraordinary events. As for Rimjob, seems like he will bear the brunt of the dog's digital demonstration of dominance for a while, adding a humorous highlight to an otherwise epic saga. But wait, what's this? Amidst the hero's mirth and Mauricio's mechanical moves, an unseen, wizard-like character's sneeze echoes through the air, causing such an upheaval that ironically it leads to the hero's unexpected triumph. "Bless thee," Pops stammers as usual, as the heroes seize their unintended advantage and trip Pops, who is now on the ground in a state of slime-covered defeat. The parking lot, now a theatre of triumph, roars with laughter and victory. Quoth one of the heroes, "Aye, methinks we owe our victory to thy sneeze, thou unseen wizard-like sniffer." Yet the plot thickens, for amidst the laughter and victory, a solitary tissue is found, with the mark of the Cabbage Rebellion on it. This is the signal for the onset of Orange Slice's tissue tumbling of the mummy, or the unravelling of his royal regal roll. When Slice is done, there is naught left but gnawed bones and dust. The stage is set for the next uproarious chapter, leaving us guessing and guffawing in equal measure. Look yonder, as the skirmish fog dissipates. Kilgore, the dragon chef of note, espies Pops, the repulsive emerald goblin, sneaking away. A culinary concept blazes in his brain, much like the fire on a ye-old hearth. Kilgore's grin gleams, reflecting the neon brilliance of the Denny's insignia. In a jolly chase brimming with slapstick humour and biting witticisms, Kilgore embarks after Pops. Watch as Kilgore, our dragon chef, trips over discarded lottery parchments, skids on puddles of magical residue, and runs through banners to join the Cabbage Rebellion, whilst Pops artfully sidesteps and teases him. But soft! Kilgore ultimately outsmarts Pops, capturing him within a mammoth bread roll. "A cunning plan for thee, Pops," he announces. "Tonight's bill of fare features a ghastly green goblin burger." Pops swallows hard, his eyes widening in terror. Thereupon, Kilgore launches into a humorous monologue, revealing his secret recipe: Pops pickled peppers, goblin green gel, and a sprinkle of dragonfire delight. His verbal acrobatics and rhymed ingredients incite gales of laughter. However, lo and behold, Kilgore's culinary idea is not merely gastronomical artistry, but a jestful implementation of a new diet plan. "Steve, this is no ordinary fare, it's a diet revolution." He brandishes a parchment bearing the title, Kilgore's Kooky Diet Revolution. The paladin gapes, completely flummoxed. Having bamboozled the noble knight, Kilgore, eyes twinkling with mischief, offers the burger to the fallen paladin. "Kindly partake in this tangy treat, Steve," Kilgore jests. Steve, armor shining bright, although vanquished, is undeterred by this culinary trial. He takes a bite and his eyes widen in surprise. "Forsooth, this is a bite of worth," he exclaims. Suddenly the rhythm accelerates and Kilgore starts a Shakespearean gangster rap duel. His verse a concoction of early modern English, alliterations and tongue-twisting rhymes. We draw to a close in hilarity, with Kilgore dropping the mic, while Steve, still munching the burger, utterly bemused. Aye, we beseech, stay tuned for more of Kilgore's kitchen capers, where the taste of victory is deliciously tart. For in Mythalel's kingdom, even the miscreants can be transformed into a palatable delight. And as the camera pans out, a mysteriously unopened book labelled Manifesto of the Cabbage Rebellion is found. What could this mean? We leave you on this culinary cliffhanger. As we stitch this tale's finale neatly in a bow, a cliffhanger of formidable proportions looms, casting a comedy of shadows that would make a mountain seem as a mere molehill. It is truly a dramatic dance of the dark, an enchanting echo of an eccentric enigma, yet to unveil its playful payload. But fear not, for this is no tale of despair and desolation. Certainly not. The upcoming installment of our saga reveals a plot twist as hilarious as it is adventurous. Our cliffhanger is quite literally a cliff. Yes, you have heard me right. A towering, treacherous rock face, complete with a hanging rope, a dangling hint of a daring adventure to come. It appears our heroes are about to trade their tricorns for carabiners as they embark on a rock-climbing expedition to retrieve the hidden hoard of the Pirate King from the perilous peaks of the moaning marshlands. In this delightful domain of dear Mythalel, expect nothing less than topsy-turvy tales, ups and downs that will tickle thy fancy, tantalize thy thoughts, and indeed turn thy world upside down. So buckle thy belt and brace thyself for a whirlwind of wit and whimsy, for the hilarity hath hardly begun. And remember, the only thing hanging by a thread in this tale is a rope on a cliff. Hark ye merry kin, 'twas ne'er a jest, our effervescent lass Starshine that unicorns betroth. She hath need of wings, thou see, but wherefore thou query? Lacking them, she's naught but a equine in disguise. Her existence is all about that ethereal caper, but without wings, she's mere symbolism. So wherefore do we implore for thy like and subscribe? Well, 'tis merely to amplify our vibe. Each click, each tap, thy digital bestows upon Starshine her wings and hence her elegance. She'll dart high, she'll surge in the enigmatic pixelated glow. So if thou desire not to have her as a mundane old mare, endow upon her a pair of wings fair. And how to guarantee that Starshine remains aloft? Keep those likes and subs a-multiplying. Hold on now, did we forget to mention? The adventure ne'er ends, 'tis a loop without cessation. Just when thou think Starshine has soared her last, a grocery store lottery ticket from the past is found, hinting at a time loop mystery. What a blast! Oh, the drama, oh, the intrigue, Starshine caught in time's old league. Will she ever escape this repeating fate, or is she doomed to forever gyrate? So, till sink yet again in the next installment, relinquish not thy fanciful enchantment. Ignite the fires of thy imagination, for in Mythalel's universe there's aye a standing ovation. Remember, reality is for those who lack imagination. So let's keep our virtual vacation in full operation. But hark! Another grocery store lottery ticket. The loop starts again. Starshine's flight is botched. Fear not, the tale continues in the next episode. For in our universe, the adventure code is never erode.